amazing how I've been sitting in this seat for almost a year, and yet, again, for one of the first times, I feel nervous talking in front of you guys in this position. And I know that some of you have gone to the Leadership Conference, and you've attended one of the ceremonies where an inspirational speaker by the name Dave Kelly has spoken. And in general, for all of you guys, I feel like inspiration derives from stories. So I'll just tell you quickly about mine throughout my 4 years in high school about Key Club. And I'm sure you guys heard about it already. I've joined in Key Club with a group of 4 friends, or 4 girls, freshman girls. And I wasn't as active as a freshman. Probably one of the first events I've gone to was Project Cicero, where I got lost in a hotel. But the event that really changed my outlook on this club was Key Club. Was not Key Club, what I'm saying. Was Leadership Training Conference 2011. And coming from a freshman then, sitting in this room, in one of the seats back there, Tara's like just being bored of the president talking about that time, and suddenly being thrown into a room of a few, like 600-700 Key Clubbers from all over New York State was quite overwhelming. And I forgot it, but I was reminded again this year when anyone got rewarded or introduced, they would all stand up and clap, and we'll give standing ovations like every 2-3 minutes. And we would sing together like Hakuna Matata in the award ceremony. That was pretty cool. But besides that, at my leadership training conference in freshman year, I got close to the boards and board to be through a mistake. My friends and I stayed in the room and we didn't attend the mandatory event, and we freaked out so much because we sort of got yelled at. And by then, I was pushed to talk to the secretary at the time and tell him about our problem, because we thought that we were going to be sent home after being told that if we do anything wrong, we'd be sent home, we'd be in trouble and everything. And we didn't want to go home. The trip just started. And by then, he's like, "Don't worry, I'll give you my number and everything." And from then on, and through games of Mafia, and through chanting and shouting out, and through pranks and everything, of that one weekend in freshman year, we got close to the board when we were freshmen and they were seniors. And being in this club for 4 years right now, I'm supposing, I've seen 3 boards go and come and pass by. 2 officers that stayed on the board, but you slowly, as the years slowly leave before me, new people slowly start coming in. And I remember how I was told by someone that I should run for this position. I never thought I would run for this position specifically. I thought I was going to run for treasurer and everything. But I took the risk. And I started thinking about it, and I was just like, okay, so I see myself sitting in the chair, so why not go for it? And I did. And when I won the elections, I think I started tearing up, because what they did was that they pushed the winner in front of the other candidates. And when I opened my eyes and when the club opened their eyes, everyone shouted and yelled in happiness. And that split second, I thought about how I just won the club. Oh my God, I'm crying already. I'm not even done yet. How I won the club. And like, not that I won the club, it was like all those happy faces in front of me were all my members. And that I was given the role to lead all of you guys and everything. And I was just tearing up. I was tearing up that I never thought I would win that position. And I don't even win raffles. Like, and it was a really tough competition then, so I was really surprised, and I was really happy that I would be leading those happy faces in front of me with enthusiasm. So I was excited then. And, okay, what am I going to say after this? And through some of the years, through this year, I've heard about many stories from the new members, especially the new freshmen who attend the events and everything. And sure, you get free food and you get free stuff at the events, but that's not what it's about. When you go to the table, our table at Club Fair, we always say, yeah, we're a big family. We do community service. But when you actually go, and I know some of you just come to the meetings and everything for points, for our stuff and everything, but when you actually go, you see something. You see other people that actually want to wake up at a specific time, like breast cancer walk, and they wake up at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and they sign up in Central Park, and they walk along with you with maybe more or the same or less amount of energy that you have that morning. You go to the events, and you see the seniors gracefully say thank you to you, and you have that warm, fuzzy feeling on the inside saying, wow, I did something. Like, I don't even know you, but you said thank you. Even in the city of New York. And I know that this is probably going to be the last time I'm talking to you in this particular position, so I want to tell you guys, I want to pass on my ideas of Key Club because I'm in love with the ideas of Key Club. Key Club is about community service. You do events, you participate in walks, you hold fundraisers, and you meet other Key Clubbers who are interested in those values as well. But the one part that I fell in love with this was that even though there are other clubs in this school, like Red Cross, UNICEF, whatever, that do community service, the one thing that makes this club different is that you grow as leaders. We give you guys Project Captain's roles because we want you guys to experiment yourself, let yourself go, and practice, and just try leading a group of people, because I was that one shy freshman that could not talk properly. I stuttered, my face turns pink when I talk in front of a whole group of people or read out loud a paragraph. Am I turning pink? Yeah. And like, I guess I'm doing better and everything. I've met so many great people. I've met many leaders. I've met many inspirational people. And throughout the years, and again, I've seen people next to me and in the years behind me grow. My friends grew up next to me as leaders and as people. And you guys, I'm sure, has grown as well, because we've all gone through the same thing. We've all gone through the same events. We've gone through the bittersweet moments, the awards and everything. But that's because Key Club has given us a chance to grow as leaders. I don't know if any of this makes sense right now. I'm going so much against this at all. And I don't know if the board remember this, but in the beginning of my term, we attended an event, a dinner, with Riverdale Kiwanis and other Kiwanian clubs upstate, and it was so much fun. I mean, we made Vincent sing. He got close to the DJ, and we sang Sweet Caroline. But towards the end, when people were leaving and we were waiting for our trip back home to come, we were talking to the current president of that time and his wife, Nancy Shaw. And the one thing she said to me that really made me grateful for what I was doing and that let me know that I was doing the right thing was that she said, I'm not really a person who gets jealous of others, but there are two types of people that I'm jealous of. First, I'm jealous of those parents who can make their kids still practice playing the instrument or piano or anything. And secondly, I'm jealous of you kids who've discovered Key Club way earlier than I have. And I was amazed, and we just kept on talking. She talked about projects and everything, but that made me think, wow, I am really doing something right. I didn't think what my parents would be saying, because they said, what are you doing? You're not even going anywhere in this club. You're just going to events. You're waking up so early. What's the point? So I dragged my dad along with me to LTC one weekend, in my sophomore year, and he was amazed. But besides that, there are moments where people tell you that you're doing the right thing and that they're jealous because you've discovered this organization so earlier than others, much more earlier than others. Why? I'm not even cheering right now. So, yeah, and when I came in late to the club, I told Lisa that I had a surprise. So I was looking on the way back home, on the way back to the zoo, to the school from the zoo, I was checking the post again about the awards on Facebook. And we didn't win 19. We won 21 awards. Yeah. They were numbered incorrectly. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we won 21 awards, and 22 including DQC. And I know I got really hyped. We all got excited over the number of awards because we didn't know we would pass 9 from last year. We thought that I thought the board last year was the epitome of leadership, in my opinion, throughout my 3 years at the time at Key Club. And I didn't know if I would live up to the president at that time with her enthusiasm and everything. But the number of awards that you win every year is not important. What's important is what you pass on to your members. And I understand that this year we have focused a lot on social connections, and we talk about how meeting everybody else in Key Club is fantastic and everything, but remember where you came from. You came from one of the most well-respected Key Clubs in New York State. And even the closest Kiwanis clubs know us in the Bronx and Westchester and Southern Bronx area. And they're just like, Bronx Science Key Club. That's an impressive club. I think it's amazing. So, it's not just about meeting new people. I really want you guys to focus on your personal growth in this club. And just let yourself go. If you focus on what's in front of you, as in like free food and free items, sure, that's fine, but the point of us letting you guys go to events and such is to let you guys just see the raw things on the streets, in the parks. And that was my train of thought. My God, I'm amazing. Oh, and every year, you know how we have one of like the largest meetings in the beginning of the week? I don't get excited because, oh yes, we've kept our reputation as the largest club. Yes, we have a lot of members, but the reason why it's just like a happy feeling is because the more members, the more new members that join the club every year results in a greater opportunity and a greater result of a larger amount or number of leaders that will grow in the club. So as I skim through the names of the new freshmen that sign up repetitively throughout the year, I can see that some of them are really putting their focus into the club and that are growing. I'm proud of that. Because I feel like I've done something at the very least. I know I haven't been the best leader. And yeah. I don't have anything else to say right now, but first of all, I want to thank the committee heads. They're all spread around, I don't even know. The committee heads for working with me the past year. I know I pushed you guys a lot in terms of projects and fundraisers, scrapbook. I've seen you guys work at your hardest in the last minute even. Outreach, you guys have been so active this year. I want to thank Mr. Rosenthal. And I was really tearing up when he won the award because it felt like for these 3 years I've seen him talk and support the board and the club. And you might not know, but he has really done a lot for us. And that's too long to explain, but he has done a lot. And despite his stories, despite his jokes and all his medical problems for free to say and share with us, I feel like he's taking on a parent role for me in this club. So for him to win that award, I felt like I've given him something as a grateful thank you at the end of my years in Key Club. And I would like to thank the advisors. They've been the most enthusiastic advisors we've had in the 4 years I've been here. And I know you guys will be in great hands because they will fight for you guys and they will advocate for you guys in future meetings. This depends on administration or our Kiwanis Club. I want to thank Katie for, even though you think you weren't active, you responded with reasonable speed. I don't want to say. You've been a great part of our board, and I'm grateful that you won the position, no matter which candidates you ran against. And Lisa, I'm thankful for you. Are you cheering up yet? Damn it, my favorite number. I'm grateful for Lisa to be a treasurer because I know you ran for president against President Irena, and I know she's running. She was one of the girls in my group that said I want to run for president. And I know I'm sorry I didn't tell you that I was going to run too. But despite that, you were really active as a treasurer. According to Alex Moss, we sent in the most fundraising report forms out of the entire New York State throughout the survey year. We sent in 17, thanks to Lisa. I don't do those things, she does those. All I do is just call her, I listen to her voicemail, and I'm like, Lisa, do fundraising report forms, do it now, like do everything. So yeah, I thank you for that. I thank you for all the corny jokes and the hard grabs you have at the freshmen sometimes when you socialize with them. And I thank Melissa for being one of the strongest advisors in my board. Advisor. she would, when I always hesitate on something, she'll like tell me her opinion or anything. So I hope that it wasn't too biased of me to do anything for you guys. And she was probably the most active secretary, but not the most distinguished, but you did your job. And you did more. I'm just doing it based on your facts, but not an opinion. I thank Vincent, and when I know you ran against me, and I was honestly really scared because I ran against Vincent, Lisa, and Jimmy. Jimmy was well known. Lisa was well known. Lisa was well known too because we were in the same group, and Vincent was such a great speaker at that time.
At that time.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that like that. So I was really scared about that. But besides that, you brought an interesting and different energy to the club that I've never really seen before in my 4 years of people. And I appreciate that because, it brings a different color, I guess. No, that's really bad. And,
hey, it's true.
okay, yeah, I didn't
Half color.
So, yeah, and most importantly, I think the members who are staying with us. I don't think I've been the best president compared to presidents I've seen. And I know the awards say something different, but I hope that my ideals have been passed on to you guys. And honestly thinking, when I was a freshman, the seniors, the board would call me and my group of friends F4. I'm gonna say it now. We would be sharing a room in LTC. We were freshmen F, and we were always together, 4 of us, F4. And from then on, from that one trip in freshman year, everyone in the club was like, hey, it's F4, it's F4, it's F4, and you can see that we're not all here. But I want you to know that don't stay here, don't leave, and don't leave because your friends aren't here. Because what you're gaining from this club is an experience unlike any other. I never knew I would grow as a leader in this club. I thought I would just be an inactive freshman getting points through the meetings and learning interesting names. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm saying some other stuff right now. But yeah. I'm trying to stall time so I can be in this position for a longer amount of time right now. I remember at the day of the elections, when I left the house that morning, I was thinking, okay, the next time I come through this door, I'm gonna find out who the next president is. And this morning, I walked out and I was thinking the next time I'm gonna come through this door, I'm not gonna be president anymore. And I know that after the elections, everyone kept calling me, hey, Miss President, hey, Miss President. And this one guy at home was making fun of me, saying that my term's gonna end. And I really didn't understand how my past president felt at that time when I was gonna take over soon. But I kind of understand it now. I just wanna see new faces when I'm in this position. I wanna see new changes, better changes, growth through the members in a beneficial way to yourselves and to the community. So it's not just about helping and serving the community. You're getting something from yourself as well. And every time the candidate say something like, I'm doing it for the club because I want to give it back, that's when they realize that besides friends, as an obvious addition, you're gaining leadership and oh my God, you're gaining leadership skills and you're growing as people because you see so many different things. I'm not using those. I'm going to save paper. Hold on.
Well, you're making us all quiet, so you're not saving anything.
Sorry. Okay, I'm going to stop now. So.
Oh, tears. Oh.
I'm going to say a few more things to pass on to you guys. Let yourself go. Understand, and in those walks and events, listen to those coordinators that talk and make speeches because you learn more about what you're involving and you're taking your time into. And for those of you who have attended that leadership training conference with me that one particular year, live life in the front row. Take the most out of that experience. And don't sit in the back. I want everyone to just like hover around me and like live life in the front row. Not me, Jasmine. Live life in the front row and everything. Because that's where you get the most experience. And I felt like that's what I got from this. And I really wanted to know all of you guys because I wanted you guys to feel that same connection with the board that I did in my freshman year, sophomore, junior year. So you guys could grow at the same way that I did. Because I felt like that was one of the best ways I've ever grown throughout my high school. So whenever I look back to high school, I'm going to think, yeah, high school equals Key Club. Because yes, I spent the majority of my time in high school in Key Club. I've met the greatest people. I'm going to meet them again this week when I visit them. So, yeah. And one last thing. Many people say this isn't going to be the end. But I feel like it is for me. And not just because I'm graduating, it's because I feel like when I graduate and go to college, I'm going to go to school paid. But Key Club is different because I felt like you grow the most in Key Club, and you just start developing a little bit more into through actual projects because you have the opportunities to do so and the money to do so. Sorry, am I taking much time? Yeah, I am. Okay. But in Key Club, you start as 14-year-olds, as little kids, and you see yourself. I'm 14, I'm 15, and I can raise how much money? I can spend how many hours helping others? I can lead a meeting in front of how many people? It's amazing. And to see some of you grow, and I hope when I come back during maybe homecoming or in December during my college years, the underclassmen that are sitting in the back now, and that we're sitting in the back, I hope that they'll be more active and come up for happy quarters. Or when Jasmine asked about how the events went, I should come up and say, yeah, I met this really nice lady, and they talk about those inspiring things that they felt and that they've actually experienced to share with the other members. And that's what I want to pass on as president. So, Jasmine. So I think I stalled enough time, and even Miss Daly's.
Kenji.
Oh, never mind, I'm just kidding. And
I have the camera.
I've seen you grow since your sophomore. I don't think height-wise. I don't remember how much people tall height-wise. And unlike Melissa and Irena, we're the same height, but I don't think that's going to affect your effort into the club as well as my effort. But I know you're enthusiastic, and you express that a lot more than I do. And I hope that I shared enough with you guys about my feelings and ideas of Key Club. And I know you're going to do well. I know you're going to move forward well. But just remember, I don't know how you're going to express the club, but I hope that this will continue. I hope you guys work together in the club. I'm making another mini speech, I know, but... And don't be, one advice, don't be afraid to argue and fight within your club, within your board, because I was afraid of doing that during my term. Because you learn and you start to differentiate work between friends. So with that, I'm going to pin you now. I'm good. Where do you want me to pin you? I don't know. Okay. Anyway. I'll be safe and just sleep. Not much. Yeah, okay. No. Okay. I wish you good luck. And I'll be here when you ask me questions, okay?
You're around the corner. I could just go to your house.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. She lives next door, and she's around the corner.
Come here.
Wait, what? Oh, right, okay.
So, for the new president, Jasmine, and as immediate past president, any more happy quarters? Actually, I don't know anymore, but it's 5:24.
Can I
Yeah.
have one now?